Hi, this is a reading for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, if you're watching this, thank you so much for joining me. I decided to do a June and July prediction this time. So, we're going to be looking at what's going on in these next 2 months, what's coming up for you. Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. I would recommend definitely checking your chart. If you have an ascendant, I would particularly advise you to watch this reading for your ascendant and your sun sign. You can find that out online. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's see what is going on for you. Let's see what is going on for you. What's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? There's a lot of there's something that you're trying to get to. I do sense that June and July will be about trying to arrive at certain information, and I don't know what it is. Like there is some kind of information that you want to arrive at, but I don't know if this is not exactly like information that is how do I say, it's not like fact, it's not like a data sheet, or it's not like an Excel sheet. These are more like this information. I feel like is very intuitive information. It's very spiritual information, whatever it is, like whether it's something that that like it's almost like something that will help you make certain decisions towards spirituality in your life, like whatever that may be. But I just feel like there's almost something here. There's like a hidden spiritual treasure for you this June and July. The Queen of Swords, I do feel like you will be it's very interesting that the moon is blocked by the Queen of Swords here. So I almost feel like there's like you'll be too rational, Aries. Like I don't know, for some of you guys you could also have air sign dominant while watching this, like air sign dominant in your chart, like I don't know, Libra stellium, Aquarius stellium, Gemini stellium for some of you guys. But I just feel like you will be very much in the zone of trying to think straight, trying to make decisions from a rational place. And it's almost like it's gonna hold you back from this information, which is, or for some of you guys, you could be avoiding. There could be a big theme that you're avoiding, like some kind of emotional like journey that you may be avoiding. The Strength card, I understand now. See, you've got Strength card in the past, so I feel like you're coming from a difficult place. You've tamed a wild boar. That is so weird that I heard that you've tamed a wild boar. So I don't know if you were dealing with somebody like really dirty, or like just in any way, like just something that you did not like, some kind of filth, some kind of like bad vibes that you have dealt with. You've got that Six of Swords, yeah. So you have, or you, some of you guys have already moved on, or this is what you're contemplating. I do feel like a lot of you guys watching this reading are contemplating this move. Like, how do you move on? How do you sort of, and I think this is kind of related to this inner journey. Like some of you guys may be in a situation for practical purposes. This could also be a job, this could be a marriage, this could be family, or this could be like just being living with somebody, and like being in the middle of the pandemic, knowing that it's harder to leave. So it's almost like there is that emotional journey that you may be avoiding in order to avoid conflict. These 2 months, Knight of Swords, there's information that it's almost like a part of you, like inside. I feel like it's like you know like it's almost like you have this very stable surface, right? Like this is what you're going to be giving off. That's the image that you're going to be giving off. But inside, there's so much happening. Like inside, I feel like you're bursting with so much energy. I literally saw like lava. Like there's almost like lava waiting to come out. So I just feel like you guys need to be careful, in the sense of like feel your feelings out, maybe, because I feel like what could happen for some of you guys is that there is an explosion, right? So wow, the Ten of Swords. So there's a lot of hurt coming up to be dealt in these 2 months. It's very interesting because Aries, for you, we've got Jupiter in Pisces until July 28th. So that is pretty much June and July. It's still there, and it went in May. So this process may have begun for you in May, and that's why I see that Strength card in the past. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a process. This is a process of like just getting through. And the Ten of Swords. So this is happening in your 12th house. It's a lot of hidden secrets for some of you guys. Like a lot of hidden secrets, maybe about yourself. Like things have been revealed. For some of you guys, painful memories of the past that you don't remember, that you didn't remember, because that's what we do sometimes, right? Something is too traumatic and our like brain just like it's something we don't really not in the everyday we think about it, but then suddenly we're reminded, and suddenly like it just comes. So I just feel like there's a lot of information that that you're dealing with. There's a lot of memories that have come to light maybe after a long time. I don't know, whatever it is, I just feel like it is painful to your ones. Yes, I feel like, but you guys, I'm not saying that you're in a bad zone. I just feel like you're in that zone of really thinking like, what do I do with what I have? What do I do? What do I, like, I have 3 acres of land, and I have, it rains 6 months of the year. So what kind of like crop can I grow? What kind of fertilizers do I need? Or stuff like that. Like I feel like you're trying to think of sustainable plans. You know, to work with the energies that you have present. Like now that there has been this unfolding of information, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, getting to that moon is hard. Getting to that emotional, like dealing with that emotional journey is hard, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's just been a lot happening, a lot of painful things happening, a lot of painful discoveries maybe, but it's almost like you don't have the mind space to process them, or you're going to struggle with finding the mind space to process them, because I feel a lot of you guys may be the people who take care of the practical stuff. You are the protectors in your family, in your friend circle, in your community, or your leaders, or like at like an institution, an educational institution even. I'm seeing some of you guys could be also like working with kids. So I feel like it's almost like you're this protector image, and you feel like you have to stay in this zone. But I do feel like it would be really nice to get help, Aries. Like this Aries Sun Moon Rising, it's really good to get extra help, whether it's through other spiritual healers, tarot readers, or whatever, like or astrologer, or like or a therapist, or like a combination. But like, get help, get deep within there. You've got the Wheel of Fortune as your desire. You do want things to change. I understand that, Aries. But I'm literally hearing like it's not gonna change until you deal with that emotional journey, because that's what you see pain, you encounter old memories, then you have to go and close that cycle. And I feel like processing the pain is part of that, closing that cycle. So I do feel like you're waiting, and I also feel like for some of you guys, you're waiting to change your fate. Like you're gonna be working towards changing your fate, and I don't know how you're gonna be doing that, but I do see that there is a plan that is that you're going to be making. And if it's not come yet, it's definitely coming towards you. I see that there's the 7 of Cups. So there could be this energy in this 2 months of like confusion for some of you guys. You have to be also really careful of illusion. I'm hearing, like, I don't want to make anybody paranoid. So of course this is the general reading, so again, take what resonates, leave what does not. But for some of you guys, there is some kind of illusion, like, and I just feel like you have to really be careful. Like there could be somebody trying to lie to you, trying to get away, with something that they've done, something not really nice. I just feel like the 7 of Cups is about like, it's just a warning. Just be careful of people's intentions. Ask the right questions. That's how you will know. See people's reaction, see what their body language is like, or like, are they huffing and puffing? Are they like trying to hide their eyes? So just watch out for people. Just like actually watch them. And I think that is just my advice for you, just to watch out for what people like. Just really like, do they measure up? Do people measure up to what they're saying? Are they what they're saying? That's all I'm saying. You've got also the Hermit here, and of course you're Aries, you Knight of Swords, you want things to move fast. But these 2 months, I do see that they might just be a little bit slow, like painfully slow, because you are Aries, you don't like that. Sun, Moon, or Rising, there's no way you can stand any boring day. But I just feel like more than boring days, there's a lot of pain. You see that? You see these knives here, you've got the swords here. I feel like maybe it's time to deal with that pain. It's time to sit with it. It's time to make peace with it. You've got the Hermit here as the outcome. So like, I do see that like you are going to be going deep within. You're going to be going deep within. Like I do feel like for some of you guys, I know that Easter has passed away, and the whole, and even like the 2 major religions that have like these fasting festivals. But I just feel like what you're gonna go on your own kind of journey. You're going on your own kind of deepening journey, and it's something that you can't avoid. That's what I see, Aries. So even these 2 months, you can try and avoid. Like I said, it's best to get that health. There could also be other people trying to plan a future with you here, but like I said, that Six of Swords, moving on from something old, is really on your mind. And all I want to say is, again, try not to build a new foundation, like try not to build a new building on a shaky foundation. So make sure you're cleaning out the old so that you can make a new building, right? Like you can make new dreams, new structures on top of really strong foundation. That is a strong message that's coming towards you. Go with the flow. Yes. So like I feel like a lot about this time will be embracing, like literally taking each day at a time. Like if you, that's what I said, like don't let any, like, which illusion might just not be something that somebody else is giving you. It could also be, something that's like, because you're thinking too much about the future. Because if this moment sucks, sometimes we're like, let's just live in a different world. And I understand that sometimes that escapism saves us, but I just feel like be careful of knowing when you need to be in the moment and when you need to be here and healing, because that's how you are creating your future. So that's the only thing to remember. Abundance, there you go. So you don't have to worry about this. I feel like this is there. You want that Wheel of Fortune. It's your desire, the abundance. It's absolutely here for you, but I feel like you find it with the flow. You find it with the flow, even though it's going to be hard, because again, Jupiter in the most elusive house, like nobody really understands the 12th house. It's really hard to understand it. It's hidden. It's what's hidden. So I feel like the gifts that you might be getting, like the whole scenario is hidden from you. You may not be even expecting these things. You'll be like, but I really wanted a raise in these 2 months, and then suddenly you're like, you've made these upgrades in your brain, like you don't even realize. Like you're like, so that's what I'm saying. The gift will be like unseen, but you're gonna feel it. You're gonna eventually feel it, which is why I said, hermit, you need to go within to receive these gifts. In a sense, look at that, Aries. And that I always feel like I don't care what anybody says. And yes, Aries love to fight and they have a lot of, energy and they have a lot of drive. But I just feel like you're being restored to your true innocence. This is also true about Aries, because Aries is the baby. It's the first zodiac sign, right? There's something very innocent about it. If you know personally any Aries, I do know that the intention always is very pure. But of course, as we grow up, we pick up on the world around us and the pain around us, and and all those coping mechanisms. So I don't know, the innocence is coming back. Your innocence is being restored. I really see that. Like there's almost like this like being happy with the little things, finding joy in the little things, and getting back to who you were. Getting back to who you were. That's what's happening. You're being stripped away of all the rot that surrounds you. Oh my god, that's so weird. It's coming through. Being stripped away of all the rot that surrounds you, so you can just be you, and you can see what that looks like. It's been a while, Aries, I know, and you're gonna see that discernment. I told you, be careful. There's, and that's what I mean, like, because when we're trying to escape, we do attract these kind of people. So that's what I'm saying. Be brave and sit with the pain. Let it do its thing. Recognition. There you go. So this is, like I said, there could be other people trying to work with you right now, right? There could be other people who are like, wow, Aries, you've done, like, I feel like other people might see more. People might see you more than you can see yourself during this time. Because, you're shedding skin, like, you're changing. But I feel like other people might be actually, like, I feel like a lot of people could be having dreams about you during this time. You could get messages like, hey, Aries, I had a dream about you, no. And I also feel like there could be like people contacting you, like just generally being like, hey, I was thinking about you, I was so worried. So I just feel like there is that kind of like, or like, like old friends reaching out to you being like, hey, I'm sorry I screwed you over, you were absolutely right, and stuff like that. This is the last message for you. Nothing will come out of this situation. Like I said, Six of Swords, there's something here that you need to move on from, Aries. Something that is not good for you. Something that is not good for you. So like I'm saying, don't build any new buildings on shaky old foundations. You need to clear out the old so you can, bring the new. So that's all I'm saying, Aries. Just be careful, and also discernment. Be careful of who you're letting in now. But there is somebody here, and I do feel like there's somebody from the past or somebody who's already in your life who should not be here. So I think this is something you're going to find out, and I want, like, if you're watching this reading, just act upon it. Expect powerful change. new moon eclipse. So yeah, maybe, maybe by the next new moon, which is new moon in Gemini, or even new moon in Cancer, because this is a June and July reading, there is something big, there are changes happening. All right, Aries, I hope that this was a useful reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. That would really encourage me. And if you would like to donate, I am going to be leaving my PayPal link down below. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Bye-bye.